Well, good morning, folks. Just a quick video running through the features of my new San Hima 90-degree awning shower tent. A bit of a mouthful, but I'm really excited to show you this. I picked this up recently after hunting around for some time, trying to find a shower awning tent, if you like. I did look on Facebook and basically got buggered about by a number of sellers, and I got sick of it, to be honest. So I started doing some research and I came across these guys. It's a global brand. They're based in Victoria through VicOffroad, which I'll put links below. Huge shout out to them too for organising this so quickly. I think I ordered it on Friday and it turned up to my work on Tuesday from Melbourne to Sydney. So super fast service. Stanley down there in customer service. Fantastic, mate. I can't thank you enough. You're very helpful and I really appreciate it. So I'll crack this open and run you through. It's their latest model, and one of the biggest reasons why I went with this particular awning over other brands is the fact that it has a unique feature. It's brand new to the market. I don't have a flat roof rack, platform style rack, so I've got some Rhino rack crossbars, and when you mount a lot of these showers and you open them up, they hang down on the paintwork of your vehicle, which is not a big deal. But if you're out camping and dusty and a bit of wind, I'm just not a fan of tent material and moisture rubbing on your paint. No matter how old your car is, you want to look after it. So I ummed and ahed about making up some slide out brackets to get the awning away from the car, which is easy enough to do with some gal tubing. But then I came across this one, which has this unique 90-degree fold out feature, and basically I don't think I'm going to have to do anything further to get it out from the vehicle. So it's a decent distance off there as it is. I did set it up on the driver's side. I've got a full video separate to this, which I'll put links below. I did originally have it on the driver's side, but when I folded it back towards the back of the car, it was going to snag on the headboard, being a dual cab ute. So I've switched it around to this side, and I did fold it out yesterday. It seems like it is going to work as it is, just mounted straight to the rack. So all I've got to do is fold my passenger mirror in and I'll have no issues. So I'll roll it out, I'll run through some features. Now, I haven't seen this fully out, so you guys are going to come along with me first time. So let's get into it, eh? Now, worth noting, obviously, where you mount it on your vehicle will determine how high it sits as well. I am going to be moving around my awnings shortly. I've just got to sort out drilling that bracket, and I'm going to move my 270 awning across the back of the car. This side awning is going to the other side, so I may end up mounting this back at the tray so it is up a little bit higher, because I'm 6'2", 6'3". I may want it up a little bit higher. So let's have a look anyway. A couple of Velcro straps and some good solid metal D-rings. Nice and sturdy. It's actually a really nice thick material too. Okay, so one of the main reasons I went with this particular brand is you've got this roof which goes over the shower. So that material is a 420D Oxford fabric, and then there's 280 GT poly cotton also used. So what I really like about this is there's two catches on the sides there, and they click in automatically as soon as you fully extend these arms out. Now the roof comes over, so that's always in place. You can roll it back when you want it on, or obviously leave it off all the time. I think it's a good idea though with the roof, because overnight it's going to minimise dew getting into the shower, and it gives it more of a chance to dry out when the morning sun comes up at your favourite camp spot. So it does work well in that sense. Now, it's got reinforced corners as well. Extra material on the inside here so that it minimises, I guess, too much strain, stress and tearing. But they just pull over the side posts like so. Now there's a little Velcro patch on the front, so you can Velcro that on. And that's it. How quick is that to set up? Now, in the little bag of goodies that comes with it, there are pegs. So you got your pegs in the little bag here, which are really good. They're just a tent peg that have got the hooks on the top, one in each corner. There's elastic strap on the bottom like bungee cord, so it's got a bit of give in it if you're camping when it's quite windy. But the top of these tent pegs is glow-in-the-dark plastic, so obviously they can warm up through the day, and then you've got at least 4 little points that light up, so you're going to minimise tripping over them, which is a great feature. And also in the bag here is the USB power cord, which I'll show you in a moment what that does. All right, so as you can see there, it's a good height. The reason I really like this particular shower tent too is the dark material. When you look inside, it is virtually, it's like nighttime in there. The material has got a silver lining on the inside, so you don't get the silhouetting effect that you can get with some of these tents that are a lighter material. So when you're in there, obviously at night, if you've got a fire going, you get the outlines. If you are camping in places where there's a lot of people around, you may be conscious of that. And again, with the roof, you can tuck the roof over. If you're in a campground where there's drones or something, for instance, obviously you get a little bit of privacy. But the biggest thing with the roof being on there is overnight, as I said, the dew's not going to get all over the tent on the inside, so it's going to dry out a bit quicker the next day. So let's have a look inside. Big zipper on the front. Again, one of the reasons why I preferred this particular tent is a lot of the brands on the market have the entry point at the back of the vehicle. So it's not the end of the world, but it is a little bit more difficult when you try and unzip up here to get into it. These guys have the zip on the front, so it's super easy. What I will do, I'll grab a pole out of the car. I've got a twist lock pole, which I always have behind the back seat. And I think what I will do is just pop that up when we are camping for a couple of days. If I'm going to leave it set up, I'll just put a twist lock pole underneath that just to keep those upright, mainly just so it's not straining, pulling down on the mounting point. So but we'll have a look inside and you can see what this thing's like. They're 1 metre by 1 metre, so there's plenty of room in there. Okay, so on the inside we've got 2 little zippered pockets, obviously, which go to the outside, and a Velcro loop, so you could run your shower hose through that and up to the top here. Obviously the Velcro loop will stop it falling back down there. There's another hole down at the bottom, zippered access point with a Velcro loop and a Velcro loop on the center, so you could very easily put a hose in from the bottom or the top and it will clamp your shower head there. Little storage pocket here, waterproof storage pocket. And then you've got this large bag which has the flap over it, so it's like a dry goods bag. So I guess you could put like your towel or face washers, that sort of thing in there that you want to stay dry until you use them or until you're about to get out of the shower. So that's really handy. That nice large pocket. It's got 2 mesh sections, but obviously the flap going over the face of it's going to keep the bulk of the water off that. So yeah, really good if you wanted to just throw a t-shirt or, you know, a pair of boxer shorts or whatever in there, so you can get changed in here as well. If you're not using this as a shower, nothing's stopping you using it just as a change room. You've got plenty of room that you could use this also for like a porta potty toilet room. Now with the latches, they have this auto lock feature. You'll see here, as soon as you're setting the awning up and you pull that past the point, you hear it click in, so that's automatically locked. So that'll lock in place, and then to pack it away, you simply push the bar outwards and push that little black button in, and that's how you unlock it to fold it back in. So nice mechanical locking system there. Now the USB cord, that is for this little LED strip light. So super handy, because this is non-reflective material, it's going to be quite dark in here of a night. So they've got this inbuilt LED light bar with a little white diffuser across it and a little cord there. You could pull this further across if you needed to. There's a hole on the end there if you wanted to run the cord out to your battery system. Down this end, it is also open. There's a little pocket here, so that does go to the outside. You could simply run a cord out to your 12-volt system. As you can see there, the hole goes through. What I will do is, in this little pocket here, I picked up recently from Aldi a little 10,000 milliamp hour wireless USB battery bank. I think it was 20 bucks. So what I will do if I'm using this at night time, there's just an outlet there. Drop that down into the pocket like so, and then just run the cord from there across to the light. I may even, if that's how I'm going to do it all the time, I may even be able to pull that light out and just flip it up the other way so the cord's down here, so you don't have to have cord dangling. But yeah, there is a little hook there if you want to hang a cord or something on it as well. So yeah, really well made this. They put a lot of thought into it. Again, Velcro on the top here, so you can have your shower head Velcroed on. Sorry, trying to do this one-handed. So there, you just make a little loop like that and you can put your shower head in there. That's obviously going to be high enough for most people that it'll be able to shower in that position. Otherwise you just sort of lift it out, shower, drop it back in, but it stops you fumbling around on the ground in the dark. So that's a really good little benefit as well. But I'll jump back out now and I'll show you the number one main reason, grab that, the main reason why I went with this particular brand. You can see there, it is quite large, metre by metre, plenty of room. I'll just zip this up to make it a little bit easier because I haven't pegged it out. I'll just fold my side mirror in like so. This is the number one reason why I went with this particular one. On the top here, we've got a little latch on the back of the mount. Simply pull and twist, and then the whole shower pivots 90 degrees. Bends around really easily on a gas strut, and that's where it stays in place. Absolutely brilliant. Unreal idea. As I said, by doing that and having it mounted off the side of the vehicle, you don't get that inherent issue with the material rubbing on your paintwork. So if this was pegged down, you've probably got 2 to 3 inches of space between the side of your car and the shower tent. I'll just grab that tent pole. As I said, because there's a little bit of weight on this, it's not the mounting onto the roof rack that concerns me, it's just the flex in the backing plate that all this is fixed to. So I've just got a little twist lock pole like so, and what I'll do with mine, on the back here there's a couple of little spigots bolted on, little rubber spigot points. I'll simply just prop it up, just up so it's flat again, like about there, and I'll just put a post in. And then that way it helps keep the weight of this up a little bit. Now obviously you'll always get with these some flex in the bars because it is only light gauge aluminium tubing. Worst case, there's nothing stopping you putting a little hook or something on here, and you could put another one of these poles down on the front just to keep that up that little bit higher and level. It's not the end of the world. It's, as I said, there's not a lot of weight in that. It's more just I don't want the framework twisting too much. So your zipper now is facing towards the front of the vehicle, so it's still super easy to access. The cord on the light is that side, so if you were going to run it off a battery pack, it's easy enough to get to a battery pack from there. You could run it in through the window momentarily to your cigarette socket in the car, obviously with a key ignition. But yeah, that's the number one reason why I really preferred this particular brand over a lot of the others, was that 90-degree bend out. And by bringing it this way as opposed to the other side where it folded around to the back, I don't have any issue with the headboard of the vehicle getting snagged. Unreal. Absolutely love that. Some of the other features worth noting, it's got a water column of 5,000 millimeters. All these types of things are rated. A water column rating is like on tents and swag. So the bag itself, the travel bag, that's a 1680D Oxford fabric, and it's got an 8-meter water column. So it seems like a sturdy enough material that will protect the awning tent itself. And as I said, 420D Oxford fabric on the material. So it's good thick canvas. You can really feel it is a nice thick quality ripstop canvas. A couple of D-rings on the back there for your Velcro loops. So I'm really impressed with that. As I said, the ground here is very, very hard. I do have some screw-in pegs, which I could peg into the ground, but you basically get the gist there. What I might do, actually, being daylight, I'm not sure how bright that light's going to show up, but I might just throw the roof back on and we'll try out that light with the battery pack and see how it looks. Okay, so it is still quite light in here, obviously being that it's 10:30 in the day and I've got the sun fully on me. But you can see it is quite blacked out in here already. Now if I just plug this light in, that light is just a standard little 3.5mm cord and plug like most of the LED strip lights. So that's plugged in now. And then there's just a little on-off switch there, little sensor light actually. Wow, that's super bright. You almost don't even need to touch that actually. You literally just touch it the most minuscule amount and it comes on. So it's actually really bright, like daytime. As I said, this is 10:30 on a Sunday in the sunlight. You can see how much difference that makes. That's really good. And it doesn't draw a lot of power either, and that's a 10,000 milliamp battery pack, so that will last for ages and ages. So that's so good. Really impressed with this, so looking forward to my next camping trip so I can really test it right out. Right, I'm going to jump out of here because it's getting a little bit warm, being that we're in the full sun. Undo my light. Yeah, I'll have a look at that when I get home, see if I can actually flip that light over. I might end up having to take these off or something like that, so if I've got to play around with it too much, I don't want to wreck it. If not, what I can do, like there's plenty of cord there, as you can see. I could probably just run the cord out there, run it along the back in the channel, and then just bring it in that end, which is what I'll probably do anyway. It's no big deal. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. That's my new San Hima shower awning with 90-degree swing arm. I'm going to roll this back up now and get out of here. Make sure if you've got any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Don't forget to check us out on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. All our regular updates go up there. Thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate you watching. Massive shout out, and again, thank you to VicOffroads for organising this so quickly for me. I reckon I'm going to get a lot of years use out of this. Generally, if you are camping one night, you can get away without a shower. A lot of the guys out there will know. Camping, you don't get super sweaty, you're sitting around a campfire all day. A lot of the ladies do want a shower and a toilet room to go into. So if you want to look after your partner and get them out camping more, by all means check out one of these awning tents. They are so handy, super quick to set up. They're up on the car all the time. You don't have to fold them out and try and get them back in that round bag, which drives people nuts. That's why you see them all on campfires everywhere. But yeah, super easy. So check them out. Links below. Again, thanks to VicOffroads for organising this and getting it up to me so quick. And just remember, no matter what vehicle you own or don't own, just get out and camp. It is so good for your mental health. Can't recommend it enough. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Alrighty, so we're going to pack this up. Might have to just practice rolling that up a little bit more. Not gonna lie, that wasn't the easiest zip to get away. Go! A bit like a rooftop tent, you gotta tuck all the side bits in, and then we should be right. And roll it up quite tight as well. All right, bag over the top. And definitely put a pull string or something on that zipper so it doesn't disappear up there every time. Now, I would be lying, folks, if I said that was the first attempt at packing it away. That was the second. I didn't tighten it enough in the first effort, the first roll up. So I did just drop it back down a little bit and went again. But yeah, plenty of room in the bag. You just got to roll it nice and tight. And then that just folds over. Done. I'll put some, make sure if you've got any comments, put them in. Make sure if you've got San Hima car awning with 90-degree shower awning. Swing arm. So there you go, guys. There's the brand new San Hima shower camping awning with, why can't I get this right? Shower awning with swing arm. Shower awning with swing arm. So there you go, guys. There's my new San Hima shower awning with swing out 90-degree. So there you go, guys. There's the brand new to the market San Hima shower awning with swing arm. Shower awning with swing arm. What do they call it actually? Shower awning with swing arm. So there you go, guys. There is the new 90-degree fold out San Hima shower awning tent, if you want to call it that. No. So there you go, guys. There is the San Hima bloody motorbikes.